had been years since I last set foot in that house, the one filled with echoes of condescension and laughter that still haunted my dreams. The mocking words of my family, "You'll lose your mind, this is just a phase," followed me like a curse. They labeled my passion for occult archival research as delusion, ridiculing me relentlessly until I packed my bags and left for the shadowed corners of the world that held my truth. I returned not as the naive dreamer they once knew, but as a woman who had wrestled with darkness and emerged, if not victorious, then irrevocably changed. My reputation had shifted from the family disgrace to a renowned expert in the hidden horrors of the world. I had exposed phenomena that most still dared not acknowledge. Yet as I stood on their doorstep, it was with a heavy heart that I realized I was still the same broken girl inside, desperate for their acceptance, yet aware that I now represented everything they had feared. The day I made my return, the sky hung thick with gray clouds, as if the universe itself sensed the tension brewing. I knocked, my heart pounding, each thud echoing the memories of their laughter. The door creaked open and there they stood, my parents, my brother, still trapped in that familiar mundanity, their eyes filling with disbelief. "Is that really you?" my mother whispered. Her voice, usually sharp, was now a tremor of uncertainty. "Yes, it's me," I replied, forcing a smile through the growing dread. "I've returned with something important to share." The warmth of their home felt suffocating, heavy with the scent of denial and disdain. They ushered me inside, eyes darting between me and the shadows that seemed to flicker in the corners of the room. I swallowed hard, shaking off the dread that clung to me. As I settled into the worn armchair where I had endured their scorn countless times, I felt the weight of their expectations bear down upon me. They had wanted me to fail, to fall into the anonymity of the forgotten. But I had risen, had uncovered truths that twisted the very fabric of reality. The irony didn't escape me. I was a living testament to everything they had dismissed. "What have you found?" my brother asked, his voice tinged with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. I hesitated, the memories flooding in, dark libraries filled with cursed tomes, whispers of long-dead scholars warning of the things I had unearthed. "I have researched artifacts that drive people mad, locations that harbor unspeakable horrors," I began, my voice steadying. "There are forces out there that exist beyond our understanding." They exchanged glances, the skepticism plain on their faces. "Sounds like you've really lost it this time," my father scoffed, the disdain dripping from his words like poison. But I pressed on, driven by a need for them to understand. "You think this is a joke? I've faced things you can't begin to imagine. The truths I've seen, they're not just stories, they're real." Suddenly, the air shifted, a palpable tension crackling to life. The shadows in the room deepened, swirling around us like a malevolent fog. My family began to squirm, unease creeping into their expressions, as whispers echoed in the corners, barely audible but distinctly present. "What's happening?" my mother asked, her bravado fading. The walls seemed to pulse, breathing with a life of their own. "It's the knowledge," I murmured, feeling a chill run down my spine. "It lingers in the air. It's—" Before I could finish, the shadows erupted.